Hi, Grace Church. This is Pastor Tim with an update video. This morning, I had the great privilege to meet with a 22-year-old woman who's recently given her life to Christ. She's humbly trusted him. She's resolved to follow him. And she wants to be baptized at one of our upcoming baptismal services. We've got one scheduled for Sunday, November the 5th, and one scheduled for Sunday, January the 14th. And as we talked together this morning about the gospel, we both celebrated who Jesus is and what he's done on our behalf. And it was a reminder to me that Jesus is continuing to transform lives. Here at Grace, we orient around that focus, this one focus, to know Christ, to relationally know Christ, and to make him known. This morning was great joy for me to be reminded again of who he is and how he's drawing people to himself. Well, this last Sunday was a very special Sunday at Grace Church. Following the morning worship service, there was a special business meeting at which the membership of the church voted to affirm through a strong vote the recommendation from the elders and an advisory team working with the elders to make Pastor Jordan Pardee the next lead pastor here at Grace Church. And on Tuesday of this past week, I received a letter of acceptance from Pastor Jordan to that call of the church. That letter of acceptance has been posted on our church Facebook page. You could find it there, and you could read that letter. That letter of acceptance is also included in a letter going out from me this week. There will be a link to that letter from Jordan in my letter. I just encourage you to see it and read it. For those of you who don't receive my weekly letter digitally, but you receive it through snail mail, look for it late this week on Saturday, and be encouraged by what the Lord is doing, and just faithfully continuing with us here at Grace. He's been faithful to Grace for over 100 years, and he continues to be faithful, wanting Grace Church to be a healthy, reproducing church here in Delta County and beyond. And we look forward to the leadership of Pastor Jordan in the months and years ahead, the Lord willing. One of the focuses of my letter, my electronic letter that goes out to the church, relates to this matter of the transition process. We've been in a succession plan for quite some time. The first iteration of the plan was written in 2021. But now we've reached the place where the church has affirmed a new pastoral point leader, and now we move into transition, which is going to be about 6 months. But that transition phase is now in motion. You could read about the details of that transition phase in the letter that goes out this week. We know that there are a lot of people just asking questions about what's next now. So please be looking for that communication in the letter from me, and don't hesitate to pull me or one of our elders aside to talk to us about the plan, about what's next. Let me just say this. It's a discipleship model. 6 months, the first couple months, I'll do much of the preaching, much of the point leading. In the second 2 months, it'll be shared between Pastor Jordan and I. In the third 2 months, Pastor Jordan will do much of the preaching, much of the point leading. I will be available, but much less visible in that time frame. And my last Sunday, the Lord willing, would be April 7th of 2024. But celebrate with me the calling of Pastor Jordan Pardee, and celebrate with me the promise that the Lord is going to be continuing to draw people to himself, to disciple people in the faith, to equip them and deploy them for the great work through the ministry of Grace Church, now and into the future. You're very loved, Grace Church. I look forward to seeing you soon.